Last week here on Thursday Night Thunder, Chantel Bailey overcame James Vaillancourt in the Liquidator Ford in the final round of the March season, taking home the checkered flag for the fourth time. We kick off the April season next here on Thunder. Can the Mountaineer hold on to the flag, or will we crown a new champion to kick off the April season?
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Welcome everyone to the April season kickoff here on Thursday Night Thunder, and we are set now and ready to go for 16 of MTA'S baddest monster trucks to go head-to-head, side-by-side drag racing. We've got a few new rookies out here on the track, and we've got some old-time veterans ready to stake their claim for the April season. We've got some brand new trucks debuting right here tonight, and some old relics you don't want to miss go head-to-head. There you see Chantel Bailey with the checkered flag hanging proudly off the West Virginia Mountaineer. Is Johnson Motorsports gonna be able to hold on? We're about to find out as we kick off round one action. El Toro Loco takes on Overkill Evolution. Then we've got the Beast taking on Megalodon. Then we see the brand new Mind Blower take on Dragonoid. And to close out the first half of round one, Max D takes on James Vaillancourt in the brand new Liquidator. Up first here in round one, the Crazy Bull, the rookie sensation from last month, Michael Anderson, El Toro Loco. He is now set to take on Ray Acuna in Overkill Evolution, the Ford Super Duty out of Hagerstown, Maryland. Ray Acuna's been with us many times before on the bigger shows, usually racing against 31 other trucks. He is now set to take on Michael Anderson, who took the March season by storm. He's looking bad fast in qualifying. What's he got for Overkill Evolution in the far lane? Here's the green light now down the stretch. They're pretty even up through no man's land, and Ray Acuna gets his first win out here on Thunder, taking out El Toro Loco here in round one. Both trucks made some quick time passes, but Overkill Evolution picks up the win early in round one. Next up, coming back to the line for the first time in a while, representing K&J Motorsports, Jason Craddock in the Beast, now set to take on Richard Nelson II out of Tampa, Florida. He's representing Digger's Diecast race team in Megalodon, staged over here in the near lane. Now the Beast made a debut a few months ago. Now K&J has gotten Jason Craddock behind the wheel. He's looking to turn that big Chevy power plant on in the far lane. Who's it going to be in the round one action? Megalodon taking on the Beast now. Megalodon's got a lead on him through no man's land, and Craddock coming back. Megalodon's into the wall, and the Beast from K&J Motorsports grabs the win here in round one. Next up, coming to the line, he's representing Sky High Racing. Matter of fact, he is the owner, Arent Church in Dragonoid. He is now set to take on the new kid on the block, the rookie driver Joseph Nelson in the brand new Mind Blower machine, making its debut to kick off the April season. Arent Church, he's been out here for quite some time, now getting pretty established with Sky High Racing in the Dragonoid machine. He's ready to go in the far lane. Joseph Nelson's about to make his first ever pass on Thunder, the brand new truck stage in the near lane. Who's it going to be? Stage now, there's a green light, and Mind Blower jumped him off the line. The rookie's got a lead on him, out of shape, and what a race it is coming across the finish line. However, the rookie gets the job done over the veteran here in round one action. Mind Blower moves on. Next up in round one, this man made it to the finals on Thursday Night Thunder last week. James Vaillancourt bringing back the Liquidator. He is now set to take on Peanut and Max D out of Paxton, Illinois. And we got to remind you that last week, Vaillancourt in the Liquidator machine came so close to claiming their fourth Thunder Championship. You can believe they're out here for a little bit of redemption, and they're looking to knock off Max D here in round one action. Peanut in his brand new truck, he's only ran it one time at Monster Mania 3. Who's it going to be? Liquidator and Max D now down the straight stretch. The veteran's got the lead. Max D's out of shape there, and Liquidator turns it over. Vaillancourt's over at the end. He may have gotten the win over Maximum Destruction. Vaillancourt got out of shape on that last set of cars. Let's go back down and take a look at our photo finish. Your winner will be Vaillancourt, riding the sidewalls of the tires by half a truck, picking up the win. And next up in round one, the brand new Michigan Ice Monster Chevrolet. Stephen Hardware behind the wheel, now set to take on Violet Craddock representing the Dog Pound race team. in the Monster Mutt Poodle. We haven't seen her out here on Thunder since the February season when the trucks went racing in the snow. She wants to put the Poodle on top here tonight. Hardware now in the near lane, the brand new Chevrolet out of Michigan. Michigan Ice Monster. He's looking to put the bad bow tie in the finals here tonight. Who's it going to be? Poodle and Ice Monster. There's the green light. Down the stretch now, they're pretty even through no man's land. And Hardware's out of shape. And looks like the Poodle may have upset Michigan Ice Monster here in round one. Both trucks were making clean passes. I'm not wondering if something broke on the Ice Monster. As soon as he hit that last set of cars, the truck immediately shot to the right. There you see your winner is the Poodle. Unfortunate luck for the brand new Ice Monster. And next up to the line is Ethan Wagner in the Cyclops Chevrolet. He's got his hands full taking on Monster Truck Attitude's longtime veteran, Gene Patterson in Snakebite. And that is a correction on the screen. He is a two-time Thursday Night Thunder champion in that big Ford Oval out of Pacific, Missouri, or should I say Cobra Creek, Colorado. That's Colt Cobra in the far lane, Ethan Wagner and Cyclops in the near lane. His dad's made a big name for himself out here. Let's see what the son can do to fill his shoes. Here's our green light now, Snakebite and Cyclops. Cyclops got a lead on him through no man's land, and Wagner upsets the veteran. Here and they get into each other in the shutdown area. It looks like Ethan Wagner has upset the veteran. Gene Patterson and Snakebite are on the trailer. What an incredible race. And next up here in round one, representing Digger's Diecast race team, this is Nugget's debut, representing that team in the Gravedigger. He is now set to take on a six-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, returning to action from Johnson Motorsports, Jeffrey Skipper, U.S. Air Force Afterburner in the far lane. And over in the near lane, that is the Gravedigger built by the Diggers Diecast race team, Nugget behind the wheel here in round one. Who's it going to be? Air Force and Gravedigger now off the line, hanging door handle to door handle up through no man's land. The Digger's out of shape, and Jeffrey Skipper trying to shut it down. He gets the win over the Gravedigger. U.S. Air Force Afterburner and Johnson Motorsports finds their way into round two action. And next up, as we get set to close out round one, Jamie Hurd back this April season in the Iron Outlaw Ford. He's out of Tonganoxie, Kansas. Looked strong last season, but he's got his hands full because Chantel Bailey in the West Virginia Mountaineer is currently 4-0 after taking home last month's win in that last week race. She is set now in the near lane with the checkered flag hanging off the truck. Jamie Hurd and the Iron Outlaw would want nothing more than to upset the champion to close out round one. Here's the green light now. Two Fords gonna battle it out down the stretch. Some sick air by Mountaineer Outlaw turns it over, but Chantel Bailey launched the truck through no man's land. A smooth, quick, fast, sick air pass by Johnson Motorsports' very own Chantel Bailey in the Mountaineer. Unfortunately, Hurd has turned it upside down. And as we go back and take a look at the MTA replay, you see they were fairly even. Bailey starting to pull on the Outlaw. Look at the air here by the West Virginia Mountaineer. And Outlaw just out of shape there in no man's land and turn the truck over. Bailey moves on with the Mountaineer. And that will close out round one action. Stay tuned, grab a cold drink, get some popcorn, and get comfortable because we have got round two action coming up next, kicking off the April season of Thunder.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Back here now on Thursday Night Thunder with round 2 action. Overkill Evolution set to take on the Beast. Then we're going to see Mindblower take on Liquidator. Then Monster Mutt Poodle takes on Cyclops. And to close out round 2 action, 2 teammates go head to head. US Afterburner takes on the West Virginia Mountaineer. Up first here in round 2, Ray Acuna coming to Thursday Night Thunder in the Overkill Evolution out of Hagerstown, Maryland. He is set now to take on K&J Motorsports' very own Jason Craddock, a former one-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, now driving the Beast over in the far lane, and that strong Chevrolet looked good in round 1 action. What's he got for the Ford here to kick off round 2? Staged over there in the near lane. Who's it going to be moving to semis? Ford and Chevrolet kicking off round 2. Then Ford's got a lead on him up through no man's land here, and what a race it is! Jason Craddock gets the win in the Beast. We'll see him back in semifinal competition, taking out Evo. Next up in round 2, James Vaillancourt and Liquidator turned the truck over in round 1 action. Didn't hurt it too bad there. Back here in round 2 to take on new kid on the block, the rookie of the April season, Joseph Nelson, and the brand new Mindblower. He looked consistent there in round 1. What's he got for the veteran here in round 2? Mindblower knocking off Dragonoid early in round 1. Now Liquidator and James Vaillancourt going to see what he got here in the near lane. There's a green light down the stretch. They're pretty even. Mindblower hanging right there with him, but Vaillancourt trying to shut it down into the wall. And James Vaillancourt and Liquidator knocks off the rookie. He moves on in the semis. Next up in round 1, Ethan Wagner put on a clinic, knocking off the veteran Gene Patterson in round 1. He's bringing back Cyclops, now set to take on Violet Craddock and Monster Mutt Poodle. She is representing the Dog Pound race team here tonight in the April season of Thunder. She looked strong and consistent in round 1 action, but so did Ethan Wagner here in the near lane in Cyclops. What a quick run it was against the Snakebite Ford. Who's it going to be moving on to semifinals? Monster Mutt Poodle in the far lane, Cyclops in the near lane. Who's it going to be as the light goes green now down the stretch? They're fairly even through no man's land, and Monster Mutt turns it over. Ethan Wagner got a little bobbing up in no man's land, tanked the wall there, and looks like Violet Craddock is upside down across the finish line. Nonetheless, does move on. But this is now going to close out round 2. 2 teammates are going to go head to head. Chantel Bailey, a 4-time Thunder champion, West Virginia Mountaineer, and now she takes on the man who formerly drove that truck for Johnson Motorsports, Jeffrey Skipper, staged in the near lane, U.S. Air Force Afterburner, and a former 6-time Thunder champion. Johnson Motorsports going head-to-head to close out round 2. There's a green light now. They're fairly even off the line. Up through no man's land, and looks like Bailey's getting the win over U.S. Air Force Afterburner. Something went wrong with that truck in the near lane. Got crossed up, hit the center stack, and Bailey carries the checkered flag. Now a easy 6-0 for the Ford out of Johnson Motorsports. And looking at semifinals, it's the Beast from K&J taking on the team owner, Liquidator from K&J. Then Monster Mutt Poodle takes on the West Virginia Mountaineer. And we just saw a teammate battle. We're about to see another one. Jason Craddock, a former one-time Thunder champion. He's representing K&J Motorsports, now set to take on his boss, James Vaillancourt, the owner of K&J Motorsports, and Liquidator. And I gotta remind you, Vaillancourt and the Ford Liquidator took that truck to the finals last week. He wants to upset his driver here, but the driver wants to upset the boss. Who's it gonna be? Who's pressure washing trucks here tonight after the show? Up and over no man's land here, and the Ford gets out of shape, but Vaillancourt gets the win over the Chevrolet, and Craddock and the Beast, he is going to the finals for a second week in a row. Vaillancourt and the new Liquidator are on a mission. And ladies and gentlemen, let's go back and take another look at this. Now, mind you, this is 2 teammates going at it. Ford and Chevrolet now up through no man's land. Watch Vaillancourt get out of shape right here. The rear tires going up and over the finish line. He throttled out of it and got the win. Who is Liquidator going to meet in the finals? Is it going to be a repeat from last week in the Mountaineer? Or is it going to be Violet Craddock representing the Dog Pound race team in Monster Mutt? She turned it over there in that last round. They are back here in action. The truck didn't get hurt too bad. It seems to be a thing here tonight. But 2 of the ladies here that represent MTA are going to represent their teams proudly right here to close out semifinals. The Poodle takes on the champion down the straight stretch. Now they're even. Looks like Craddock's got a lead on her and gets out of. Oh my word, what a race! What an incredible race! Both trucks are out of shape going across the finish line, and I am speechless in here in the booth. What an incredible race. Craddock got out of shape at the end of the cars. Bailey got out of shape at the beginning. Your winner is going to be Violet Craddock in the Monster Mutt Poodle. She upsets the champion, ending out the streak. And to take you back to last week, not to jump off course so suddenly, but Gravedigger the Legend went up in a ball of flames last week to end out the March season. Matt Cheever and the crew immediately got to work, and they have built a brand new Gravedigger the Legend. The truck has been in the works for the past few months, and they finally got it ready to go, only because the last truck pretty much burnt to the ground to close out the March season. Can't wait to see that big Ford out of Poplar Branch, North Carolina, come back to Thursday Night Thunder. Speaking of Thunder, it is now time for the finals, and we have got one man who is on a mission. Went to the finals last week and came up just short. Valancourt bringing Liquidator to the finals for the second week in a row. He is now set to take on Violet Craddock in the Monster Mutt Poodle. This is the type of race where the veteran in James Valancourt with Liquidator has an upper advantage over the new kid on the block who debuted this past February season. Valancourt knows what it takes to get the job done. He's been watching the kid all night long. She has been putting down some quick time passes. She knows what it takes to upset the veteran. Ladies and gentlemen, the Poodle takes on Liquidator. Both trucks stage. It's showtime here on Thunder. They're even down the stretch. The Poodle's got a lead. Liquidator turns it over, and Craddock gets the win over the veteran here on to kick off the April season of Thunder. Monster Mutt Poodle getting the job done, and Violet Craddock takes home her first checkered flag. Valancourt on his lid. Let's go back and take another look at the MTA replay. Craddock immediately got him off the line. Down the straight stretch, watch the near lane, and Valancourt noses the truck over hard, tries to throttle it out. Couldn't come up with it and turned the truck over for the second time tonight, and the Poodle gets the win. And ladies and gentlemen, kicking off the April season of Thursday Night Thunder, claiming her first Thunder Championship and carrying the checkered flag into next week. Congratulations to Violet Craddock and the Monster Mutt Poodle. And ladies and gentlemen, jumping over to the overall point standings as we kicked off the April season, Max D, Dragonoid, Megalodon, and El Toro Loco hold the latter half of the bracket, closed with 30 points. Then at the top half of the bracket, your winner here tonight, Monster Mutt Poodle, caps it off with 60 points. Then in second place is James Valancourt with Liquidator at 50. Third place and fourth place with 45 points belong to the West Virginia Mountaineer and the Beast at a K&J Motorsports. And rounding off your top five, Jeffrey Skipper in the U.S. Air Force Afterburner at a Johnson Motorsports with 35 points. And ladies and gentlemen, that'll end week one of the April season kickoff right here on Thursday Night Thunder. Thank you all for coming out and supporting the MTA YouTube channel. We just hit 3,500 subscribers and we are continuing to grow. Thank you all so much. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button and I'll catch you down the road. See you next week.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's about that. It's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that. 'Cause it's about that.